sorry. That was acting. That's what that was. I don't really care what happens with this movie. I really hope her career is pretty much over. I'd be thrilled to see that. I can't imagine. I mean, Christian, you tell me.
Have you changed up your impression at all, or is it pretty much the same?
Well, the noise is the same. I've not got any more noises in my back pocket. The new infected are pretty terrifying. They're so smart, and they haven't really got a noise. That's the whole point of them. Is they're silent and terrifying.
Ooh, give us a little silent and terrifying.
The Last of Us, one of the biggest shows on the planet, has been rocked by a massive shakeup. And this time, it's personal. For months, rumors were swirling, whispers behind the scenes, angry fans, controversial scripts. But no one expected this. HBO just made a decision that could change the show forever. And at the center of it all, Bella Ramsey, the breakout star, the fan favorite, the face of Ellie, now allegedly dropped from The Last of Us 3. It's a shocking turn of events that has left the internet divided, the fandom in chaos, and Bella heartbroken and in tears. But how did it all go so wrong? And what really happened behind HBO's closed doors? Stay with me, because this story is messier than you think. And by the end, you'll know exactly why Bella Ramsey's future with The Last of Us is hanging by a thread. So before we dive into the real madness, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. You don't want to miss what's coming next. It wasn't supposed to be this way. When Bella Ramsey was first cast as Ellie in HBO's The Last of Us, the internet exploded, and not in a good way. Critics flooded forums, harsh tweets, doubts about her look, her age, her ability to carry such a beloved role. But then, Bella delivered. Episode after episode, she proved the doubters wrong. Her raw emotional performance, the vulnerability, the grit, the stubborn strength, it captured audiences worldwide. Even the harshest critics had to admit it. Bella Ramsey was Ellie. Overnight, she became a global star. Talk shows, red carpets, magazine covers. Bella was living the dream, and for many fans, she was the heart and soul of the show. But fame in Hollywood, it comes with a price. And for Bella, that price was only beginning to reveal itself. HBO had a goldmine on its hands. The Last of Us wasn't just another video game adaptation, it was prestige TV. Award nominations, record-breaking viewership, and universal acclaim poured in. But beneath the surface, cracks were already forming. The moment Season 1 ended, conversations turned to Season 2. And fans of the game knew exactly where this was headed. Straight into controversy. The Last of Us Part 2, the video game sequel, had divided the fanbase like nothing else. The shocking plot twists, the brutal character deaths, the themes of revenge and loss. Some hailed it as a masterpiece. Others, they called it betrayal. And now, HBO was walking straight into that fire. Season 2 of The Last of Us had massive expectations, and even bigger risks. HBO made it clear they were sticking close to the source material, the same brutal storylines, the same controversial deaths. And when those first leaked scripts started circulating, the internet erupted. Joel's fate? Confirmed. The divisive character of Abby? Introduced. The dark, gut-wrenching narrative? Faithfully adapted. Fans were furious. Hashtags trended, petitions were launched, Reddit threads flooded with outrage. And caught in the crossfire was Bella Ramsey. As the actress behind Ellie, Bella found herself at the center of the storm. Online hate, relentless criticism, and endless speculation about her future on the show. And while HBO tried to stay quiet, behind the scenes, the panic had already begun. As production on The Last of Us 2 adaptation ramped up, the mood on set reportedly changed. Gone was the excitement of Season 1. In its place, pressure, anxiety, and constant leaks fueling fan outrage. According to insiders, HBO executives were watching the situation closely. And they didn't like what they saw. Ratings projections dropped, merch sales slowed, even key sponsors quietly started asking questions. Meanwhile, Bella Ramsey was stuck in an impossible position. She was Ellie, but for some angry fans, that wasn't enough. Online abuse, cruel memes, and endless demands for recasting flooded social media. The hate campaign spiraled so badly that Bella even took breaks from posting, a clear sign that the pressure was getting to her. And behind closed doors, HBO's faith in the franchise started to crack. Then, the rumors hit. Industry gossip sites, anonymous leaks, cryptic posts from HBO crew members, all pointing to one shocking revelation. Bella Ramsey may not be returning for The Last of Us 3. The whispers grew louder. Creative differences. New direction for the show. Time jump requiring an older actress. But no matter how they phrased it, the message was clear. Bella was out. And according to insiders, the decision blindsided her. One source claimed Bella was devastated, left in tears after learning HBO wanted to recast Ellie for the third installment. For fans who had watched her journey from underdog to icon, it was heartbreaking. But for HBO, it was damage control. They needed a scapegoat. And Bella? She became the easiest target. The most chilling part of this entire saga? HBO's silence. No press release, no denial, no confirmation, just silence. And in Hollywood, silence speaks volumes. Social media exploded with theories. Fan petitions called for Bella to stay. Others argued the recasting was inevitable, but through it all, HBO stayed quiet, carefully calculating their next move. Some industry insiders claim the network is hoping the controversy burns itself out before they reveal Season 3 details. Others believe they're testing public opinion, watching fan reactions before making the final call. But one thing's for sure, for Bella Ramsey, the uncertainty is unbearable. And for the future of The Last of Us, the clock is ticking. For weeks, Bella Ramsey stayed quiet. No interviews, no tweets, no comments about the rumors swirling around her future on The Last of Us. But then, the cracks started to show. Fans noticed it first, subtle but impossible to miss. Cryptic Instagram stories, black and white photos, lyrics about losing your place. A quiet unfollow spree that removed key HBO and Last of Us crew members from her page. It wasn't confirmation, but it spoke louder than words. Then came the interview. Sitting across from a late-night host, Bella tried to smile, but the emotion was written all over her face. Her voice cracked, her eyes welled up. When asked about The Last of Us Season 3, Bella hesitated, stumbled over her words, then offered only a vague, I don't know what the future holds, but it's been an incredible journey. Viewers didn't need a press release. Her face told the whole story. The internet wasted no time. Within hours, the hashtag #Justice for Bella was trending worldwide. Fans flooded HBO's social media pages, demanding answers. Petitions reached hundreds of thousands of signatures, memes, fan art, tribute videos, all calling for Bella to stay. But not everyone was on her side. A vocal group of Last of Us purists argued that a recast was inevitable. They pointed to the game's time jump, Ellie's older appearance, and the need for a more mature actress. The fandom fractured into two brutal, opposing camps. Supporters called HBO cowards for allegedly caving to online hate. Critics accused Bella of being too emotional, too inexperienced, or wrong for the role all along. The debate turned ugly. Death threats, fake news, deepfake videos of Bella's face swapped onto replacement actresses circulated across Reddit and Twitter. And the worst part? HBO still refused to say a word. While the internet raged, reports suggest HBO wasn't just sitting quietly, they were planning. According to leaked production documents and so-called anonymous crew sources, HBO had quietly auditioned other actresses for the role of Ellie months ago. The reason? Damage control. Faced with declining fan sentiment, a shaky Season 2 reception, and nervous investors, the network allegedly decided they couldn't afford another flop. A recast would allow them to reset the show, pivot to a safer, more familiar Hollywood face, and distance themselves from the Season 2 drama. It's a ruthless strategy. But in Hollywood, loyalty often comes second to profits. And for Bella Ramsey, that brutal reality may have just hit home. Right now, the future of The Last of Us hangs in the balance. Fans are furious. The cast is silent. And HBO? They're playing a dangerous waiting game. Behind the scenes, the pressure is building. Investors demanding reassurance, fans demanding answers, rumors of cast replacements growing louder by the day. And caught in the center of it all? Bella Ramsey, the young actress who poured her heart and soul into bringing Ellie to life, now allegedly cast aside, replaced, and left devastated. Her cryptic posts, her tearful interviews, the whispers from insiders, they all point to one heartbreaking possibility. HBO is ready to move on. For millions of fans, Bella is Ellie. Her performance in The Last of Us Season 1 wasn't just acting, it was raw, real, unforgettable. But in Hollywood, loyalty is paper thin. One flop, one wave of online hate, one nervous boardroom meeting, and your career can change overnight. HBO hasn't made an official statement yet, but their silence is deafening. And unless something changes fast, the next time we see The Last of Us on screen, Bella Ramsey might be gone. But here's the real question. Is this the end of Bella's journey as Ellie? Or is it just the beginning of an even bigger battle for her role, her career, and her place in Hollywood? Because one thing's for sure, Bella Ramsey isn't going down without a fight, and neither are her fans. But what do you think? Should HBO recast Ellie? Did Bella deserve better? And will The Last of Us survive this brutal backlash? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Because this drama, it's far from over.